Hi, I'm Tom Caldwell, Chair of the Apex Public Art Committee, and welcome to our second annual Apex Sculpture Walk. This year's show features 12 sculptures, 3 from our permanent collection and 9 on a temporary basis, featuring artists from 6 different states around the region. So come on out, take a walk, enjoy the sculptures, and have fun in our beautiful and vibrant downtown.
This is my work, Motor City. It is basically a symbol of our times. We live our lives surrounded by technology, especially automotive technology, for better or for worse.
This sculpture, the oak leaves, are about our umbrella of trees that are slowly being eaten away and being turned into houses. We're losing our arboreal forest, and that's why you see the arch. It's a passage of time. The oak leaves, what we're losing, and then you see the square structures underneath, the building blocks that are replacing our oak leaves.
Light cone is part of a celestial exhibition that I have been developing for the last 10 years. It deals with the universe from the micro to the macro, dealing with nature, dealing with the light particles, dealing with galaxies. So I always try to create sculpture that meaningful in terms of science and art, and try to incorporate art and science together.
A friend of mine is into stars and planets and stuff, and so he was talking to me one time, and he used the term egress, and so that's when there's something coming out of the eclipse, and so I thought it was kind of cool, so that's what we called this piece, egress.
I was inspired by nature, about all the nature around me, and my feelings about how it is to be in places that don't have any people, and then bring that feeling in to places that have lots and lots of people, like Apex.
This piece was created from the drops of a piece I did as a memorial to the mass shooting victims from 2012 to 2019. And I always like to use all my scraps if possible, and so I created the Vessel series with it.
So this sculpture is called The Drawing, and it was based on a drawing that a fellow artist friend of mine did. It's kind of an etcher type drawing, which really intrigued me because what she had drawn was physically impossible.
I was living in Florida at the time I was composing this, and I was really overwhelmed by the beauty of the flowers. And flowers are complex shapes, but yet they can be very simple. And then when it came time to name the flower, I was looking at it and I was like, she's a pretty powerful beastie. I think I'm going to name her after Delilah, the woman who cut Samson's hair and rendered him useless. So even though there's not a literal reason visually to see the Delilah, I picked her as one of my favorite femme fatales from the Bible.
I was listening to FLORA DUET when I was working on the model, and it stuck as a title. When I was in high school, I would say I started my insect collection that inspired a lot of my work to this day. And also enjoy feeding the birds and watching the birds, which also lends itself to my love of making heavy industrial materials feel like they can get up and walk away.